Hey, good Sunday morning, guys. So, let me get right to the point because I'm feeling a certain type of way that I want to share with you all. And not trying to say this in an attitude way. I'm really saying this to help you and to encourage you. But, so you all know I'm in the home-based business industry. And I build teams and show people how to make money from home. But the bottom line is this: it is not my job, and it is not the job of your network marketing and you have a sponsor. It is not our job to keep you motivated, right? What I mean by that, because as a leader, yes, you do motivate people, but bottom line is this, guys. From the day that the gentleman who first told me about O2 Worldwide at that time, the previous name of my company, texted me and told me about the opportunity. I evaluated it for myself, and then I made a decision that this is for me and something I want to do. He didn't have to call me ever afterwards. He didn't have to say, "Come on, Bunmi, work harder, do more, go after your goals and dreams." No. He didn't have to do any of that. If he ever called me and talked to me, that was great. But it was something internal inside of me that I had that has, 4 years later, kept me excited about what I'm doing and kept me pushing towards my goals and dreams. So this is what I'm saying to you. It comes a time in business and in life and in pursuits of your goals that you've got to grow up and have something internal that drives you, where it's not another adult that has to say, "Come on, go after your goals and dreams, don't give up." Now, I know there is a place for people to motivate other people, right? But I'm just talking about the internal responsibility that you have for the outcome of your own life. You got to get to the point, guys, where you are self-motivated. You got to get to the point when you make a decision to do something, there's something inside of you. Personal initiative, as Napoleon Hill calls it in Think and Grow Rich. Personal initiative that you have, that you can take action towards what it is that you want to do, towards what it is that you want to go and achieve. Forever, are you going to have somebody behind you who is prodding you and encouraging you and trying to tell you, "Oh, don't stop, don't give up"? Like, your condition that you're in should be enough to motivate you to work towards something better. The experience that you are having right now should be enough to propel you to want to get more. So there's a post I made a couple years ago, and I put it out every now and then. It says, "I don't have a need for an alarm clock. My dreams wake me up. I don't have a need for a sponsor who has to call me and try to get me to take action, because it's my dreams that do that. It's the wanting for more. It's the striving for the greatness to come out of me that keeps me moving forward." So I'm just encouraging you all today to grow up in business and grow up in life and stop being wimpy and wishy-washy and needing another adult to keep your engine going. Do y'all feel what I'm saying? But this is what I want to do. I want to give you some things you like to do to motivate yourself, right? So, since we're talking personal responsibility here, for your own actions, for your own growth, personal responsibility for your own outcome, not blaming anybody, understand there are some practical things that you can do. Like, maybe you need to make a vision board and let your vision board inspire you. Where's mine? Let me get mine. So, maybe that's one thing, right? That you can create your vision board and you can look towards it and see the things that propel you towards just going for greater health. These are just mine. Greater health. I have here to make here to make millions, good fortune, about dreams. So I'm just saying, maybe this is one tool that you can use, right? Maybe for you, it's a vision board to keep you focused, because we're teleological by nature. We move towards what we think about and what we see. And sometimes if you don't keep your goals and dreams in front of you, you lose sight of them. So maybe that's one tool that will work. I'm just right now just giving you some things to help you to stay self-motivated, so you're not always relying on somebody else. Maybe you need to go and tour some model homes. Because, sometimes you need something to stretch your vision. So maybe you need to find a place where they're building some nice, from $500,000 to $1 million homes. And you need to take a walk through these model homes and let your vision be stretched. Take some pictures. Have your belief of what you want for yourself or what you can do to be expanded. So maybe doing that will help you to stay motivated. Going to some model homes. Or maybe, what about boat shows? Like, how boat shows come to town and you can actually go and look at yachts. Maybe you've never done that. And you can look at the boat show, go there and look at the yachts and be like, man, some people, they live like this. I'd like to have a boat. I'd like to have a yacht, or at least access to it. And maybe that is something that would motivate you and stretch your vision. Because sometimes if we stay in the confounds of our little environment, our neighborhood and whatever, we just only aspire for that. So sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone, get out of your neighborhood, get out of the box of thinking that the people who are in your circle are in, and aspire into more. So boat shows, model home shows, go to the richest hotel, most expensive hotel in your city. And even if you can't afford a meal at the hotel, at the restaurant in the hotel, get a cup of coffee. Get in the rich energy of that hotel. Maybe that will inspire you. What else? What else can you use to inspire you towards the things that you want out of life and take personal responsibility to keep forward? Personal development is a big one, guys. When you can learn about human potential and truly understand the greatness that is in you, that right now is lying dormant. It's not like it's outside of you and you got to find it and put it in. It's already in you. Right now, you just aren't accessing that greatness. And so when you start to be intentional about personal development and you get on that personal development road and you're really reading the books and pouring that good information into you about what you are capable of doing, about your human potential, about the powers that reside in you that you just have to learn how to awaken and let that greatness show up. When you can learn about these abilities and powers that you have, that inspires you to do more. Even affirmations. You got to learn the power of the spoken word and literally use your words to create your world. This is something else that you can do to motivate you. I call it mirror work. You stand in the mirror and you look at yourself and you talk to yourself about your greatness, about how awesome you are, about your potential, that you are a millionaire. You're so happy and grateful that you've turned your yearly income into your monthly income, that you're awesome, that you're sexy, that you are invincible, that you are unlimited, that you have great potential. So maybe the affirmations are what you need to do. What about YouTube videos, right? So you can find Eric Thomas, Bob Proctor, Les Brown, just some YouTube videos that will help to keep inspiring you. Do that on a daily basis. And I want you to find someone successful in the line of work that you are in. I don't care if you're in real estate, if you're insurance, if you're in network marketing. Doesn't matter if you're in network marketing, what company you're in. You don't even need someone in your same company to inspire you. You can be in Laura Life International and you can look at Holton Bugs from iBoomerang You don't have to join iBoomerang, but you can let the potential of the example of what he has done inspire you of what's possible for you. So it doesn't have to be somebody in your same company, but you look at somebody who's achieved great things and you say that whatever they have in them, you have in you. God is no respecter of persons. He doesn't dish out one to more person than the other. It's just a matter of you tapping in to what is already inside of you and making a powerful decision that you are going to rise up, that you are going to walk in your greatness, that you're going to leave behind low living, poor thinking, and step into who God says that you are. All the power that he has given you since the time that you got here. No more excuses, guys. It's time for all of us to access it. But as a leader, sometimes it can become wearing when, people are like, people join network marketing businesses. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I want to make money. And then a couple months later, or even weeks for some people, you look for them and they're gone. They've lost their motivation. But wait a minute, just 6 weeks ago, you were all so excited and you were saying you're going to be the top. So you mean that you don't have anything internal to keep you motivated? I need to call you every day or 3 days a week to keep pushing you? That's not my job. Yeah, sometimes on a training I may say something motivational, but it is not my job every day to motivate you. You've got to have something inside of you. You've got to want more out of life and get the understanding that you can achieve this more, that you can grow into this more, that the universe is always expanding, that you in your world should always be expanding. You got to have it inside of you. And if nobody ever comes outside to give it to you, you got to know how to give it to yourself. That's what I'm saying. And listen, guys, we all have a limited amount of time here. Bible talks about 70 years. Talks about 120. Whatever you want to believe for. 70, 120, it's all short. Okay? It's all short. You only have a limited amount of time here. So if you're here and you're 40 or you're in your 50, you got about another 40 or 50 years left maybe. What are you going to do with it? We need to rise up and do something great. Do you want to get to the end and be like, I woulda, shoulda, coulda, I wish I had of? No. You don't want to have lived that existence. So it starts now. Make a decision today to be great. And listen. Greatness does not necessarily mean making $100 million a year or $20 million a year. Greatness is not even tied to a monetary amount, right? So Earl Nightingale said success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Let me say it again. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Your job is to figure out what is that worthy ideal for you. Is it to become a teacher who inspires children and helps to instill in them some great things in their foundation so they can be great? Is it to be one of the top insurance people? Is it to be a great athlete? Is it to help other people to be great athletes? Is it to be a best homemaker you can be? I don't know. But you have to figure out your worthy ideal, and that is success. It could be tied to money, but maybe not. It could be tied to business, but maybe not. It could be tied to education. So the point is, you get to choose, but you've got to figure it out, and then you got to go ahead and get the job done. You got to stop with all the excuses, right? You can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both. You can't blame your parents. You can't blame your kids for holding you back. You can't blame your boss. You can't blame your environment. It comes a time where we have to take this personal responsibility. If you're in a bad environment, then you got to get to a new environment. If you're in a circle of people who are negative, you got to get to be intentional and find a circle of people who are positive. If you don't know how to do something, you have a brain and you can learn. Maybe you need to learn about marketing. I don't know about marketing. I want to start this business. We'll learn about marketing. Oh, I don't know how to do X. Seek out the information. There's so much free information on the internet these days. None of us have any excuse for why we don't know how to do something. You don't know how to brand? Go to YouTube and type in how to brand. You don't know how to market online? Go to YouTube and learn how to market online. And don't be afraid to invest in the knowledge that you need. So one of my mentors said, you pour your purse into your mind, and then your mind will fill your purse with gold. So take the seminar, which now is probably not live, it's on Zoom. Pay for the seminar. Pay for the expertise of the mentor who can show you how. Take the course, learn the information, apply it, and get to work. Take action. Because remember, you can have all the book knowledge, but unless you actually do something, that's where the rubber meets the road, right? With the action piece. So great. You found something that you want to do. You got to learn how to do it. And then you got to start doing what you learn. And then you've got to do that consistently. And then you've got to understand that there will be challenges and obstacles. And challenges and obstacles do not mean that it's not for you. It does not mean that, oh, it's not going to work. It don't mean that, oh, the devil is against you. It just means there's something to get over. It just means the obstacle is there to grow you. It just means that there's something for you to learn. You guys got what I'm saying? So don't think that everything is going to be easy. All sales are just not laid down easy sales. All journeys are not just easy journeys. Okay? There will be obstacles. Now, you can get to a point where there's more ease and more flow, and you're operating in the ease and the flow of things. But there are going to be hiccups. There are going to be things you got to get over. There are going to be twists and turns. But you got to rise up and be the champion and still say, oh, I'm going to make it. It doesn't matter about this thing that's come against me. I'm awesome. I've got this power. I've got God, not just out there, but God in here, in me, with the one who creates worlds. There's nothing that we can't do together, right? So you've got to walk in that power. So, what am I saying? At the end of the day, I'm just saying, guys, know your potential. Seek out the information and learn about human potential. Then figure out what it is that you want to do, and then start doing that thing. You know how they say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the what? The first step. You're not going to necessarily see all the pieces, but know that the pieces will come together. God will bring the people you need, the ideas you need, the resources you need. So many people stay stuck and they're just in the spot and they never get going because they don't know how it's going to all work out. All you got to know is that it's going to work out. And then start taking the steps in faith, knowing that God is going to bring it all together. So it's not your job to figure out the how. It is not. It's just your job to know the what you want, and to know that it's already done. You got to have that belief. Oh, it's already done. It's already done. That's not my job to figure out how it's going to get done. That's his job. That's God's job, and God and me. That's our job as your God power, walking in that to know the how. But it's just your job to start taking the steps in faith, and just knowing by full faith and belief, and having that knowing that it's all going to come together. But you've got to motivate you. I'm sorry, if you're watching this and you're a part of my team, I may say something inspirational to you on our training call or whatever, but at the end of the day, Bunmi, is not my job for you to get a 6-figure result. It's not my job to help you. It's not my job to keep pushing you to keep going for your dreams. I might end up doing that, but it's your job to get the outcome that you want for yourself, not Bunmi's job. So right now, I'm putting this responsibility on you. Take it. It's yours. You got to be responsible. So figure out what it is that you need to read. Figure out what it is that you need to pour into your mental every day. What videos do you need to watch? What mentors do you need to get in your life? What do you need to put your eyes on? What do you need to keep going into your ears? What is the environment you need to stay in so you can get the result that you showed up here for? Because I'm not taking on that responsibility. Nobody else in your life should take on that responsibility except for you. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Share this video with whoever needs it, and we all need it. Y'all have a great day.